What's up, people? Welcome back to We Are Tottenham TV with me, Slav, today for this match preview for Chelsea at home in the Carabao Cup tomorrow.
Sorry, I forgot. I need to put the colours on. I knew I was wearing this for no reason. Come on, boys.
It's good to have him back on the channel. It's Lewis from Blues Fan TV. Lewis, how you doing?
I'm good. I know you guys missed you as well. What are you bad saying?
So yeah, looking ahead to tomorrow's game. Obviously, we've got a packed schedule. We've got Chelsea tomorrow. We've got Maccabi Haifa in the Europa League playoff on Thursday, and obviously Sunday we go to Old Trafford. And we've just played yesterday against Newcastle, where we had that terrible penalty decision. And today I'm here with Lewis. Not in the studio today, but I'm here with Lewis. And what are your thoughts ahead of tomorrow's game?
We have to win. I think it's more of a case. It's more than bragging rights in the case that you're not even really taking this match that seriously. We've spoken about this before as well, but your schedule is so mad, and you've kind of been screwed over a little bit. Like, I can even hold the tribalism back and say that, but that's kind of reason why we have to win, especially with the performance against West Brom a few days ago. I think we definitely need to take that one on the chin and now have another good performance to try and bounce back off that. Is it you guys said that we're going to have to take off? Yes, but with the way that your team's set up right now and the circumstances, we should be beating you guys.
Yeah, I think in normal circumstances, I'd probably back us to get the job done tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think we've looked quite good in the last few games, ever since that sort of opening day disaster, I guess you could call it, against Everton, or the opening day lack of effort. We've looked sharp, we've looked fitter, we've looked more creative. I haven't seen us play so creative under Jose and so attacking since he came in, and probably since the Poch days, really. And the fact that the schedule has sort of done this to us is, I think, like I said before, it's a bit of a shame. And obviously, like I said, we could have had this game in 3 weeks' time. The next round isn't for weeks, months, I think. So
you lot have been shaped disgusting on this.
It's really not. I think it's really unacceptable that what they've done to put this game 2 days before a massive European playoff and 4 days before a trip to one of the biggest games in the Premier League, and the day after we play in a Premier League game. So it's difficult. But how's the Frank Lampard's Chelsea doing at the moment? I mean, disappointing on Saturday at West Brom, but you spent a lot of money this summer. I think the pressure is on you guys tomorrow, more than us. It
is a bit, but I think there's an understanding between the fans and the club that we're not really at our full potential just yet. We're still waiting for all the players to gel in together, and that's still no excuse to be 3-0 down to West Brom in 28 minutes. Like, I completely get that was a massive disaster, and thank God we're able to salvage a point from that. But I see little patterns of play, little hints of what we're trying to do, and I think in the case of 3 to 4 months from now, we're going to look like a completely different side to where we are now. Right now, it's just how we manage the early stages, and with the amount of competition in the squad for places, I really think there's a lot of players that you're going to see the best out of this season. Like Callum Hudson-Odoi and Tammy Abraham are 2 great examples for me right now. Everyone was saying they're going to be forgotten about when the season starts with all the new wingers that we signed, and with Tammy Abraham falling down to 3rd choice striker. But he's looked like he's taken this competition and he's getting the best out of them. I'm not going to hype too much about the third round game. It was Barnsley. So I'll say that straight up as a disclaimer. He looked ridiculous, and he looked like a completely different Tammy Abraham.
Yeah.
If we could have that same sort of Tammy against you guys, before you lot say I'm Barnsley Spurs, I get. But if we can see the same Tammy Abraham, then this is a big example of the competition in the squad, and I think that's where you're going to see the best out of this team. Yeah, there's going to be players that should be playing for the club that aren't going to get the minutes that they are. But what that means is that they're going to take the most out of the chances that they have, and they're going to be very key for us at certain points of the season.
Okay,
Today's a big example.
I personally am not a massive Tammy Abraham fan. I think he's stealing a living a little bit.
Come on.
I think he's a terrible.
I'd get that if he's over 100k, but come on, 18 goals last season.
He's not my cup of tea, unfortunately. But look, you see him more than I do, so you're obviously entitled to have that opinion. And I think that now I've said that, he's probably bang on to score a hat-trick tomorrow. But looking ahead to tomorrow's game, what do you think is sort of is going to be the key battle, sort of going to be the driving force behind getting a result for either side? Obviously, we've got a big game Thursday, so that, like I said, that's going to put you at a big advantage. But what do you think is going to be the big difference, the key difference makers in this game?
I could say midfield, but I feel like midfield is just a given. Like, games are usually won or lost depending on the midfield battle. I might say in goal, because we're both probably gonna go for new players. So I think Mendy's gonna start that match. And if Mendy is trash, I really give up on us this season because all my hopes are pinned on this guy. Even the West Brom game, I was looking at that and I was like, you see, this is why I don't overhype Willie too much. Because he's a decent shot stopper. Yeah, I think he's the same height as Kepa as well. And I saw the same thing. I thought Mendy would have reached for those shots as well. But we need a goalkeeper. We've got Mendy in now. And the good thing is he's tall and he's commanding. I need to see some sort of confidence between those six because I think that's been one of the big things that have been holding us back over the last 18 months at least. I think with you guys as well, because you're going to start Joe Hart. Joe Hart's a bit suspect as well. You lot aren't expecting
he is,
too
but he's
much.
also very experienced and has won new. What people disrespect Joe Hart a lot, and people forget he's won the Premier League more than once.
He has, but there's been a mad fall from grace. Like we can't chat because we have.
I know, but he's not a bad goalkeeper. He is an experienced goalkeeper and makes good saves when he needs to.
That near post though,
he's
always struggled a bit.
Hopefully this can sort of be a new start, a fresh start for Joe Hart. Obviously playing and training with Hugo Lloris, a World Cup winning goalkeeper, World Cup winning captain goalkeeper.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can see a new Joe Hart. I think we'll see a lot of fringe players from both sides tomorrow. So I think it's a good opportunity for both teams, sort of fringe players and squad players, to make a stake in a claim for a starting position in the Premier League and in the bigger games. So that's why I think tomorrow's game can be won and lost. Look, to put the fixture schedule aside, it's still a London derby. You still want to put your 100% in and put all your effort in, and I think it will come down to who wants it more.
Oh, so you lot hate us. I've had how many Spurs players have now come out and said that you lot. No, how many Spurs players have come out and said you hate us more than Arsenal? First it was Dele Alli. Well, Trippier's not Spurs anymore, but he came out and said the same thing as well.
It's always a big game against Chelsea, no matter whether it's a friendly, a Carabao Cup fourth round, or the Champions League final. It's going to be a big game, and I think it will come down to whoever wants it more tomorrow. I think it's a chance for us to win a trophy, like we all know.
It's the Jose effect though. That's the thing I'm worried about. Because we were speaking about this just before we started rolling. I said, I'm getting serious vibes to Liverpool away 2014, the one where Gerrard slipped. Because we wanted that match as well, but like the schedule had messed us up as well. We had Atletico Madrid 2 or 3 days later in the Champions League semi-finals. And we went and played our entire B team. Mourinho was saying, we can't win this game. The schedule has screwed us. I have to play my B team in this match. We just managed the game perfectly from the first minute to the last and stole a 2-0
Was it
win.
your B team? I can't remember.
I don't think anyone in that team had played the first leg in Atletico before that, except for Schwarzer, because Czech got injured in that game.
Well, I think
he
was moaning about that schedule. I hate to think how badly he's behind closed doors.
I think Jose's more prepared for this than people are letting off. That's why I'm saying we have to win just for the circumstances.
It's going to be a very different Tottenham side. Obviously, Heung-min Son's injured. It's unlikely Harry Kane will be in the squad. There could be a debut for our new left back Sergio Reguilon, who I'm sure we're all very excited at Tottenham to see. No Gareth Bale tomorrow either. So it'll be an interesting side. The likes of Dele needs to come in and prove a point. Serge Aurier will probably come back in. Sissoko, Jedson, Sessegnon, Bergwijn, Lamela, are all players that will come in and try and make themselves sort of an option for a Premier League game, sort of to give Jose selection headaches. And that's something we've really lacked over the last few years is squad depth, and that's something I think we've actually finally starting to get this season, and quality in squad depth as well. There's no point having squad depth if the players you've got aren't very good.
Bro, we've had like Morata and Batshuayi conversations in past years, Bakayoko or Drinkwater. Yeah, exactly. One thing to say, we're both improving our depth.
Yeah.
Us.
Do you think Frank Lampard's under a bit of pressure? Not right now, but if it doesn't go well, you have at the end of the day spent a lot of money this summer. So have we. We spent some money, but you have spent a lot of money this summer, and you haven't got the best record when it comes to giving managers time. So do you think if it doesn't go well, people could turn against Frank Lampard or the board? Do you think there's increased pressure on him, or does he get leeway because
it's to an extent.
He's Frank Lampard.
I get that, but it's to a point. I think with Lampard, if we went backwards, like finish out of the top 4, just got knocked out of all cup competitions early or something like that, probably would get sacked. I think Lampard's got time on his side. I think it was the money thing aside. because that was also for circumstance as well, because we had the transfer ban, and with everyone else's money going down because of the virus over the whole year and everything, we've been able to make our own market and just put our own fees for players. But Lampard, there is a bit more pressure on him. There's some fans that have already started turning on him. I don't know why. But I think in the case of Roman Abramovich, you already said he was going to have 2 years up front to build the team the way he wants. We're now into that second year. We'll take a look at the end of the season, but right now all we've seen is progression. Even if the first 3 games, I think it's been the same both of us. 1-1 drawn, 1 lost 1. And you do want to see more, but there is a jam period.
We both lost to Merseyside clubs, but you lost to the good one.
Yeah, I thought we had less of an excuse as well, the way that game went out. But that's the thing, Lampard, even with the first games, you could say we haven't gelled yet so far, but I've just seen a lot of individual mistakes.
Yeah.
Use the Liverpool game as an example. I promise you, if Christensen doesn't get sent off, it is such a tighter game. It's going 1-0 either side, or it's staying 0-0.
I mean, you're talking about individual mistakes. Try watching Tottenham every week.
Yeah.
Individual mistakes. Our motto might as well be individual mistakes.
Bro, have you seen our goalkeeper? You want to talk about individual mistakes?
It's a problem. Team news for tomorrow night. The Tottenham side, like I said, it's going to be a weakened Tottenham side. Probably the weakened Tottenham side. You're the weakest Tottenham side we can essentially play. What about you? We're going to see full strength Chelsea?
No. We ain't got a game till Saturday, but I think there'll still be rotation. There'll probably still, if I go through the lineup, I think Mendy will start. We'll go Aspi at right back, Emerson again at left back, which is anybody but Alonso at this point. Even give Chilwell more minutes if he needs it. Yeah, you definitely don't want Alonso to start. I just realised.
I'm not going to go through the Tottenham lineup. We're going to have a predicted lineup video coming out tomorrow. But will we see the likes of Kai Havertz and Timo Werner?
I don't think Werner. Maybe Havertz. I think I still want to see that Tammy and Havertz link up because it was amazing in the last round. Pulisic probably isn't going to start. Ziyech still isn't going to start. They're still injured. I think in midfield, Barkley, Loftus-Cheek, Jorginho, I think will go again.
Loftus-Cheek, the youngster.
Yeah, it's still 24. It's so peak for him. I'll take that though because it hurts, bruv. It's every injury every single year.
Talking to the Tottenham fan about injuries. So looking ahead to tomorrow's game, I think score prediction for you. I'm thinking it could go to penalties because obviously it doesn't go to extra.
Oh, you don't even want it to go to penalties.
Straight to penalty, not after the last penalty shootout between us. Going back.
Eric Dyer slamming it into Matthew Harding upper.
So I think it could go to penalties. I don't want to be negative and say that we're gonna lose because that is just essentially negative. There is every chance we can get a result with a bit of effort and a bit of application and the right attitude. The players can go out and
the right amount of Jose time wasting for 90 minutes.
I think it'll be a tight game, and I think it will be whoever. I said this to you before. I think it'll be whoever wants it more tomorrow night. What's your score prediction?
I'm not going to go too overconfident because I can really see Jamie Jose doing it again. 2-0, 1-0 maybe. Is it too much to say we even get a clean sheet?
That's the thing. I think defensively we might be okay tomorrow. We've got some good defensive options to come in, and
I think it'll be a long game.
The problem I think we're going to have tomorrow is scoring goals. Obviously, like I said, Son injured, Kane's unlikely to play. We don't have another striker. It's not even like we've got another striker. We actually do not have another striker, which is a problem that we need to address. So
you got Mishi if you want him.
Who?
Batshuayi. He
tries. Palace.
Oh fuck yeah, we loaned him, didn't we? Oh yeah, I forgot even about that. Still take him if you want.
I actually would. That's the thing. We need a striker so badly. So yeah, that's the preview for tomorrow's game for the visit of Chelsea in the 4th round of the Carabao Cup. Obviously Tottenham were given a bye after the Leyton Orient game last week. Hopefully Tottenham can get a good result. It's going to be tough. We've obviously got a massive game on Thursday against Maccabi Haifa, followed by an even bigger game on Sunday at Old Trafford against Man United. Look out for tomorrow's predicted lineup coming out. We'll have more content coming out. Lewis, you want to plug your channel?
Yeah, check me out, my personal channel, Carefree Lewis G. And don't forget, check us out on Blues Fans TV as well. I think Ben and Sim might be jumping on the phone in after the game. I don't know. I'll probably be on you guys as well. So yeah, check us out.
So keep an eye out for more content with Lewis as well, as we play Chelsea probably numerous times throughout this season. It's always enjoyable having him on. Thank you very much.
Stamford Bridge coming soon, and that yearly L.
Well, not yearly anymore, but
Oh,
we'll take the one every now and again.
Yeah, you know what? I'll have that.
But yeah, looking
Come on.
forward to tomorrow's cup game. Despite this schedule, it's always good when you get to watch Tottenham play. So like, comment, subscribe, and as always, come on you Spurs.